Good morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeTune.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Well, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next 3MB airs, or a piece of late-breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit-chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the December 23rd, 2024 episode of Second Cup. My gosh, Christmas is just a couple of days away, so allow me to wish you an early Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are going to have a white Christmas here in Northeast Ohio over the weekend. We got hit with about 5-6 inches of snow in my neck of the woods, Chardon, Ohio. I had to go out and shovel some snow, and I'll be doing that again later on, just to maybe clear the roof a little bit and make sure that fire hydrant is clear from snow, that sort of thing, and maybe get my front walk again one more time. Yeah, that time of year, but right now I'm looking out the window. It's nice and sunny. So it's a sunny, wintry day as winter has begun. And a lot of folks out there love this kind of weather. They love getting outside, doing the skiing and cross-country skiing, and even just a nice walk through the area, through the neighborhood, as long as the sidewalks are cleared and that sort of thing. And it can make for some nice outdoor activities. But it's always great to come inside afterwards and enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee. And I hope that's what you have with your visit this morning here on the Second Cup broadcast. We are enjoying one more time Copper Moon White Christmas coffee that was very kindly sent to the channel by Bill and Connie Murphy. Bill, Connie, thank you very, very much. Merry Christmas to you and your entire family. This was really a very, very nice welcome addition to the kitchen and to the shave den and to the Monday morning mailbag and the Second Cup. It really is a delightful cup of coffee. Hang on, one more sip. Hang in there. Oh, yeah, that's what I like on a morning like this, a nice hot cup of coffee. And I'm using the Wolf Whiskers coffee mug that was very kindly given to me by Peter Wolf of Wolf Whiskers. He makes an incredible shaving brush. And I hope to see him again at the next Maggard meetup. We're going to be talking about that before too long, because I think hopefully that'll come around in April again, because it was, I believe, April this past year, 2024. And I'm thinking probably around that time of year they'll have it again. And next week it's January. So January, February, March, April, 4 months. Yeah, we'll probably be talking about it before too long. I'm thinking maybe February we'll be talking about the Maggard meetup. So I'm looking forward to attending that again if they do it again this year. I'm sure they will. I'm thinking it's going to be April, and really looking forward to it. And again, I hope to see Peter Wolf of Wolf Whiskers there, because this is the year I'm going to get a Wolf Whiskers brush, because you have to be on a waiting list if you're buying online. But if you go to the Maggard meetup, he's right there. He's selling them right there. So, that's a great opportunity to grab one of those brushes. So I think that's what's going to be on my wish list. So, yeah, lots to look forward to in 2025. But first, let's celebrate a really, really nice Christmas. And again, wishing you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And what else do I have here before we get the show underway? Just going over my show notes here. Cold weather, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, New Year's Day is going to have a big football game. Well, for me and my family, the Ohio State Buckeyes, they are going to be in a rematch against Oregon on New Year's Day. The Buckeyes lost a heartbreaker to them early in the season, 32-31. And this is the big rematch in these college playoffs. So that's coming up. So hopefully we'll be able to tune into that and check that out. So we got that to look forward to. So, hey, great to be with you this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. I hope it's nice and warm where you are. Hope you got the fire going. And if you're living in a colder climate like where I'm located, you get that nice warm fire, a good hot cup of coffee, and some nice conversation with friends, and you're all set. So thanks very much for tuning in. Hey, we'll get the show underway in just a moment. Let's first pay a few bills. Well, Phoenix Shaving has a couple of new releases. Received an email alert from them. First up is Douglas Fir. Douglas Fir, the forest remembers. It starts with the scent. Not just any scent, but something primal, older than memory, older than time. It's the kind of smell that grabs you by the schnoz and drags you deep into the woods where the trees loom tall, their spines brushing the sky. Maybe he means spires there. Their spires brushing the sky? Well, okay, we'll go with spines. Their spines brushing the sky. This is no friendly forest. This is a place where shadows crawl, secrets linger, and the air itself smells alive. Douglas Fir isn't just a fragrance, it's an invitation. Step in if you dare, but be warned, the forest doesn't let everyone leave. There's a tree joke in here somewhere. He goes on to say that it was May 6th, 2015, oddly enough, and for a brief, shimmering moment, Douglas Fir graced the world, a scent so rich, so hauntingly epic, it was like walking straight into a storybook, one of the old ones, where witches lived in gingerbread houses and wolves waited in the dark. Now, they write here, last year we managed to squeeze in a very limited release. So if you missed it, well, now's your chance to get it because they write here, now, nearly a decade since its inception, the legend is back and as a full collection. Douglas Fir has returned, and this time it's not just a scent, it's a full-on seasonal experience. Now here's the scent profile. Balsam fir, sharp, green, and alive, like the very breath of the forest. Black sage, just a pinch, earthy and grounding like a whisper of ancient knowledge. Jerusalem pine, rich and mysterious, the scent of old wood and forgotten paths. Benzoin, warm and resinous, a sweetness that feels almost human. Coumarin and young coniferous undertones, soft, green, and very festive. It's more than a scent, it's a magical doorway framed in evergreen and holly. Fun fact, some say the smell of evergreen trees keeps evil spirits at bay. Some also say it attracts them. Which one is true? Get back to us on that for posterity. Yeah, and there's more there on the product page that you can read through. Always a good read from Douglas and Fran in describing their shave soap scents, their aftershave splashes, etc. So we'll link to it below from Phoenix Shaving, a full collection of Douglas Fir. We'll have the link below. Phoenix Shaving also has another release just in time for New Year's. Champagne Red returns for a short time. An invigorating blend of wild bergamot and Virginia tobacco flower, followed by an ensemble of white rose, lily of the valley, white musk, sandalwood, rock rose, patchouli, and tobacco absolute. Whimsical, fresh, and masculine. This holiday season is starting to feel more and more like a high school class reunion. Thanks for getting us here, cadets. Champagne Red, another lost classic. Originally, about 8 years back, we created the New Year's Sisters, Red and Blonde, two very different yet complementing scents for the new year to come. Both scents were considered epic in their own rights, but Red just had something else too. So much so, an old friend of mine asked if he could carry it exclusively at his shop in Aussieland and sell it all year long under a different name. Being a good bud, how could I say no? So for years, many in the USA only heard of this mysterious redhead. Granted, there were rumors she was going under a different name at the time, but connecting with her might be pricey, being that it was only available in the dreaming. Well, folks, once again, being her 10th birthday, we thought we'd do something memorable and bring her back once again to be read in the voice of David Lee Roth for full effect. Champagne Red is back in town, fellas. Thank you all so much for your ongoing support through the years. It's been a real honor and blast serving all of my favorite people. May your new year be loaded with many a close shave and endless prosperity. Shave on, shave cadets. That's all from Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving. And they wrap up here by saying, have a Merry Shavemas and Happy New Year. And that's from Douglas, Fran, Hux, and Cube. How about that? And that is the offering Champagne Red, just in time for your New Year's Eve celebration, or to kick off your new year all year long, because that's what they were doing down under, selling it all year long. So check that one out. The scent profile sounds wonderful. I like the description, whimsical, fresh, and masculine. That really caught my eye there. So we'll have a link to it below. From Phoenix Shaving, Champagne Red. Kick off the new year with Champagne Red. We'll have the link below. Well, I received this email alert from The Art of Shaving, and they write, miss the shipping deadline? You can still grab the best grooming gifts of the season. Shop now for deals on our heated razors, premium bundles, and top-rated grooming essentials. Now, if you are interested in a cartridge head heated razor, these are from Gillette Labs, and they're regularly priced at $150. They're on sale at The Art of Shaving for $99. How about that? And they also have $100 off heated razor bundles. These are, as they describe, complete kits for a luxury shave. You get free shipping on orders $50 or more. And, they got a nice selection of heated razors and heated razor bundles and that sort of thing. These are cartridge razors. However, I realize that there are a lot of listeners out there who enjoy a cartridge razor every once in a while, or they know somebody who enjoys a cartridge razor. Well, here's an opportunity to get a really nice Gillette Labs heated cartridge razor. I've never reviewed one, so I can't really speak to how they perform. My heated razor is the Phoenix Shaving Copper Ascension, because copper likes to suck up that heat. All you do is run that razor head under that copper razor head under a hot tap water for a period of time, and boom, you got a heated razor. I love the Copper Ascension. And so if you're looking for a heated razor, in a DE razor with a little bit of twist adjustability that the Ascension line of razors offers, then check out the Copper Ascension and the other Ascension razors from Phoenix Shaving. The Copper Ascension is the one, though, that will retain the most heat. They also have a regular Copper Ascension stainless steel handle with a zinc alloy plated razor head. They also have a stainless version and an aluminum version, but the Copper Ascension version is the one that they point out can retain that heat to give you a heated razor shave. And I love using that one, especially if I'm using a hot towel. And I've got my Spacescape Scuttle for a nice warm lather, and then you follow up that nice warm lather with that copper ascension heated up. Boy, nothing better than that. So also look into the copper ascension if you want a heated razor shaving experience. But we'll also link to the Art of Shaving, where you can find these deals on the Gillette Labs heated razors. These are cartridge razors, but again, there are some listeners, viewers out there, every once in a while they prefer having a cartridge razor, and we'll go ahead and link that information for them. So if you occasionally like to use a cartridge razor, or you know someone who uses a cartridge razor, well, here's a deal on the Gillette Labs heated cartridge razors. Make a fine gift even after Christmas, something to kick off the new year with. We'll have links below. I received this email from viewer Brian McCarthy, and he wrote, "Hey Mark, so I am back from my 12-day cruise. I had to fly to the cruise port, and as I am a carry-on only guy, I had to respect those TSA rules. So my travel DOP kit had a Taconic Bay Rum shave stick, a small synthetic Rockwell lather brush, a small alum block, a Harry's cartridge razor, and George F. Trumper's Eucharist skin food." Yeah, we like the George F. Trumper skin food. We have the sandalwood skin food that the late Mark Bagwell very kindly sent to the channel. Boy, love that one a lot. That was a good choice to bring along with you, Brian. Here's what he continues to say here. "I switched from daily shaving to every second day. I just approached each shave as if I were at home, but I did miss having a good DE razor and blade. The Taconic stick produces an impressive lather on the face. Limiting the razor to single strokes produced a surprisingly good close shave, and the alum block confirmed that no irritation ensued. The skin food is a favorite of mine. Overall, I must admit that I actually enjoyed the shaves. I believe that the lesson here is a quality shave soap. I believe that the lesson here is a quality shave soap and good technique conquers all. Now I have to go to your YouTube page to catch up on the 2 Monday morning mailbags that I missed." And he writes here, "P.S. Nice to sleep in your own bed and have a familiar shave in the morning." That's from Brian McCarthy. Hey, Brian, I'm so glad you're home safely from your wonderful cruise. And yeah, you got to respect those TSA rules. That's why we always say find a cartridge razor that is agreeable to you, that you can pack in your DOP kit. That way you'll be able to check right on through with your flight and that sort of thing and get to your destination. Because if you have a DE razor in there, they're going to confiscate it. It's at the discretion of that TSA agent. He or she can just decide, well, you know what, you're not going to take this razor with you, even though there's no blades there. And it might be a twist open or a 3-piece razor, whatever. They can grab it from you. And we have had messages from viewers telling us that indeed did happen to them. So keep that favorite DE razor, that prized family heirloom of a razor at home, and take a cartridge razor. There are a lot of good choices out there, especially some single-edge cartridge razors that we have discussed on the channel. So those are available as well, and we'll get the job done for you. And they qualify as cartridge razors, so they're TSA friendly. But yeah, this sounds like a really good recipe to take along in your DOP kit. A good shave stick. And, that Taconic shave stick, that sounds like a good one. I'm going to look into that one. That is really a nice selection, the Taconic Bay Rum shave stick. And the small alum block, that was a good choice to take as well, Brian. Make sure that you're not getting any excessive zinging or stinging. And plus, an alum block has some great antiseptic and astringent properties. But really the big takeaway here is that if you take an alum block along for your post-shave routine, you'll be able to tell whether or not you overshaved from a cartridge razor. And the alum block, because it has those antiseptic and astringent qualities will help knock down that excessive irritation. It was a game changer for my post-shave routine, and I include it in every post-shave routine, and I certainly would take it along if I were traveling. So sounds like a really, really good recipe, a good selection of items to take along in your DOP kit when traveling. So thanks very much for this, Brian. And it also lends itself to a discussion as to what viewers out there would take along in their DOP kit if they had a carry-on bag. What would be your cartridge razor of choice? What would be your shave stick of choice? Would you take an alum block or an alum stick? Would you take what aftershave would you take? A balm or a splash, or would you take both of those? Comment below and let us know because here it is, December 23rd, and some of us will be traveling to see family and friends. We might be flying away for a few days or for the week, and maybe returning after New Year's, and you only want to take a carry-on. What are you planning to take so that you can speed along through the TSA check lines? So yeah, that would be a great conversation and discussion to have. So please comment below and let us know. And Brian, thanks very, very much for letting us know what worked for you in your DOP kit, in your carry-on. Really do appreciate it. Well, I just received this alert from West Coast Shaving regarding holiday shipping. Now, they can't do ground anymore. Last day for that was December 17th. United States Postal Service priority mail deadline was December 19th, so they can't do that. They can't do 3-day. That was December 19th as well. 2-day was December 20th. That deadline has passed, but they can still do next day shipping today, December 23rd. The order must be placed by 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please note, these deadlines are not guaranteed due to areas out of our control, such as provider and customs delays. We recommend ordering as quickly as possible to ensure arrival before the holiday. So if you place an order today, you can get next day shipping. You got to place that order by 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you should be good to go. So let's hope that if you have someone on your Christmas list, a wet shaver on your Christmas list, and you see an item on West Coast Shaving that would be just perfect for them, get that order in before 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you should get it the next day on the 24th, just in time for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And they also add here, celebrate the season with 20% off razors, creams, and more. Use the code HOL 2024 at checkout. Again, that code is capital H, capital O, capital L 2024. HOL 2024 at checkout. This is from West Coast Shaving. We'll have a link to them below. Well, I also got this email from viewer Chris Lacey. And Chris wrote, "Hi, Mark. I was listening to Monday's podcast this week, and a viewer mentioned opening your mouth to help shave the jawline. I'm sorry I didn't catch who said it, but wow, what a great tip. My jawline has never felt so good, and zero razor burn. Thanks again for the hard work you put into each and every show. Thanks, Chris Lacey." Well, Chris, my thanks to all the viewers out there who, again, send along some great information, tips and tricks. And this was another great shaving tip. It came from viewer Dave Wilson, also known as RH Dave Shaves. RH Dave Shaves. Excuse me, Dave Wilson, RH Dave Shaves. There you go. And it was a great tip. And I was very happy to pass it along to all the viewers out there. And this is along the same lines as the way I have shaved my jawline, which was something that I learned from Mantic 59's videos, and that is bringing your chin down to your chest and kind of flattening that whole plane there on the side of your face so that you can shave from your lower cheek right down to your neck, and that gets that jawline there as well. So either technique will work. It depends on which one works best for you. I haven't tried the open mouth technique yet. I'm going to try that and see which one works better. I think the open mouth technique will work really, really well on that north to south first pass for me. And then flattening it out chin to chest and flattening the plane out against once more, going east to west, will probably even clean it up even more, even better. So I'm looking forward to doing it with both techniques. I got to make a mental note to remember to do that. But yeah, an absolutely fantastic shaving tip from Dave Wilson, RH Day Shaves. There you go. And Chris, I'm so happy to hear that it worked out for you. That's absolutely wonderful. And again, a big thank you to Dave Wilson for passing along that shaving tip. Now, before I get out of here, I'm going to recommend a movie. I talked about it this morning on the Monday Morning Mailbag, the musical Scrooge, starring Albert Finney. This is a movie musical based on Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol story. What a terrific musical this is. As I mentioned, it has the look and feel of that big musical Oliver, if you've ever seen that. This musical Scrooge has the same kind of feel, the same kind of energy. It really is terrific. I love this Christmas movie. It's a wonderful musical, and the words and lyrics to the songs were created by Leslie Bricusse. Now, if you've never heard of Leslie Bricusse, you know his work because he's known for films like Dr. Dolittle, Goodbye, Mr. Chips, Scrooge, of course, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Tom and Jerry the movie, and of course the James Bond film songs Goldfinger and You Only Live Twice. He also wrote the lyrics to Can You Read My Mind from the theme from Superman, and also Lay Jazz Hot with Henry Mancini from Victor Victoria. So really, he's got a great catalog of songs that he had written over the years, and each one is an earworm, no doubt about it. And there are a lot of great songs in this movie musical Scrooge, starring Albert Finney. Also, Dame Edith Evans is in it, and Alec Guinness, and just a terrific cast. I really, really enjoy this holiday classic movie musical. I call it a classic because when I first saw it as a young boy, I was just enthralled by it. It's just so captivating. Again, everything about it is just wonderful. The performances, the effects are great for the day that it was made. I think it was made in 1970. Still holds up very, very well. And again, the music matches up to the story and really keeps the storytelling going as well. Just terrific. So check it out when you get a chance. Scrooge, starring Albert Finney and Alec Guinness in it before he was Obi-Wan Kenobi. And again, the scene that really stuck in my mind when I first saw it was the scene of the toy carousel, this large, elaborate toy carousel in the window of the toy shop. And the children are looking at it, and it figures into the story as well towards the end. No spoilers here, but you'll see what I mean if you watch the movie. And it really is a terrific toy carousel. Again, very elaborate. I wonder where that is. It's got to be a movie prop someplace. I hope they hung on to it because it really was just so spectacular. Really enjoyed that scene or scenes. Again, no spoilers. When I watched the movie the first time around. It's something I always look forward to. So check it out again. From 1970, I believe. Scrooge, starring Albert Finney. And one more note before we exit. I want to express my sincere appreciation and thanks to everyone out there for your listenership, your viewership, your contributions to the Second Cup podcast, the Monday Morning Mailbag, and to the channel in general. Thank you all very, very much. I say it and I mean it. You make this channel, you make this show what it is. Without you, this microphone would be silent. So again, sincere, heartfelt appreciation to everyone for all your contributions this past 2024 in making the Monday Morning Mailbag, the Second Cup podcast, and all of our shaving reviews what they are. I am deeply, deeply grateful. Wishing everyone out there a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show, and I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that Second Cup.